this is the workflow of how you can correct the student's work and how the student communicates with the teacher and how the teacher communicates to the students. Hello, teachers. Welcome to the video about Canva for Education. This doesn't have to be an artistic process. It can be the educational process. So this is my student who actually submitted the assignment. So now the teacher has two ways, or I would say three ways of giving student the feedback. The first one is within the comments. Okay, this one is correct. This would be probably the most logical one. Then the second one is in the review, you can have the feedback message. So this would be maybe the overall impression of the design. A great start. I would suggest maybe something more specific. For example, think about changing the background color. Your font is not as visible. Maybe try to make something bigger or smaller, more contrast here in the text. So if I give feedback, I can probably say in the text to make the text pop up, right? So maybe if I choose the text effect of this, I'm gonna see the word calligraphy better on the page. All right, so the third way of giving feedback is actually perhaps adding a page and writing it here on the page itself. So I can add the text on the page. This is my feedback. This could probably be the chance for you to model the kind of design you would like them to do. So not actually to do it for them, but to say you could do it like this. Or you can actually give feedback here. This is too small. Then you can move it here so that they can see. These are the three ways that the teacher can give feedback. In the review panel with the feedback message, with the comments on each element. So I can comment on the box, I can comment on the text, I can comment on the graphic, right? Whatever. Or you can actually create your own text here. Let's see what that looks like for the student. So now the student already sees what the teacher said. And this one also, he can see that it is a new thing, you see? This is what the teacher did. So that's why it's probably better to create a new page, because the student will see that it's not them who created this new page. It is quite hard to differentiate which design was done by the student and which one was done by somebody else. And of course, I'm awaiting feedback, where I will see the teacher feedback is actually in my email. And you can see it here that my design is embedded. And then this is the feedback. So I will not see the feedback in my design in Canva. I will only see it in the email notifying me that the teacher gave me feedback. So now the next step is, again, I'm going to submit to teacher. All right, and now as the teacher, I will be able to see that the student submitted again. This is where the last step of this process comes in. This is the student who did the design. I can probably say that the student changed everything. And then, of course, I can give maybe even a grade, and then I return. This means that there is no more revision to be done. Design is approved. And in the email, I can see that my design has been approved. And there I will find the final message, work approved. And I can also open design from here, or I can even go back home, for example, and I will see the message even here waiting for me in the notifications that the teacher approved my design. So this is the workflow of how you can correct the student's work and how the student communicates with the teacher and how the teacher communicates to the students about the design, about the work process, and as well about the development and improvement of the designs. Of course, this doesn't have to be an artistic process, it can be the educational process, so it can also be about writing essay, it can be about finding out certain information, about collect data, whatever your subject matter is. You can always create something in Canva with pleasure and creativity. So I hope this was useful and see you in the next video.